Alright, so now we're taking a look at my amp. Make this quick and easy. Basically, the amp part, which is this right here, this is a Ampeg SVT3 Pro. It is a late 90s model. It is a hybrid amp. It has solid state, half tube. Very versatile amp and sounds great, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. I direct line at the back of this amp when we're playing live, and when recording I direct line at the back of the amp, and I mic the cabinet as well. So this is a very, very good amp. If anybody knows anything about Ampeg, you'll know what I'm talking about. The tuner, which is going crazy because nothing's plugged in, is a Korg DTR 2000. Very accurate tuner, probably the best rack mount tuner that you can get, in my opinion. I'm sure other people will say differently, but it is very, very good. You can select everything from, you know, what pitch you're in by hitting that, and then it'll go to it, as you see there. Obviously, looks like Knight Rider when it goes across. When it's in tune, it hits in the middle. Got a nice little light that shines down your amp in case you want to be all pretty on stage. So that's that. And then you have the Furman PL8 power conditioner. A lot of people ask, what the hell is this for? All it is a big surge protector. It protects your amp and everything else from getting fried. A regular surge protector won't work. I don't recommend using them because you can get your shit fried from it, and this will cut down on ground noise, which I've experienced before I got this. Very, very good investment. You don't see many people who take their stuff seriously without one. So I highly recommend getting one. Paid about $100 on Amazon for it. About the only other features it has on it, these little lights here which you can adjust, you know, like that, kind of helps so you can see your amp in case you gotta make an adjustment on stage, and other than that, it just looks cool. So that's all that does. And then you have the cabinet. The cabinet's an Ampeg 410 HLF, stands for high low frequency. You can see it's got 3 air holes in the bottom of it to allow for more air passage coming out of it. Cabinet was designed for 5 strings in mind so that it would handle it better. I don't play 5 strings, but it keeps it super tight and super punchy, and that's the way I like to play. It's probably one of the most expensive 410 cabinets out there, but very, very well worth it. It's a heavy little bastard, weighs in a little bit over 100 pounds. It's got a bar on the back, so you can, if I can get back here and show you, it cocks back. There's a little handyman bar, and you got wheels down there, so it's easy to roll around, easy to get around. It's also got standard handles on the side so you can move it. But that's the cabinet, and it's got a horn in the middle that's adjustable as well, and it's also run on Speakon or 1/4 inch, and I run Speakon cables on the back of it. It's just too dark for me to get back there and show you. For effects, the only thing I use is a Boss bass chorus pedal. I'm not big heavy into effects. I'm more of a traditional style bass player. If you have a great amp and a great bass, you don't need all that extra shit. So I run that constantly just to shape the sound of my bass, and I am complimented constantly on my tone. Just don't care for having all that mess around, and that's just the way I've always been. Then I have my wireless system, which is a Shure PGX 14. If I can get in here, real simple to use. You got 2 antennas that kind of stick up like that, and you have a channel selector which will automatically pick up the best channel inside the venue, and then your sync button, and that's it. Pretty much that's just your power cable and your cable that hooks up to your receiver, your transmitter. This is the receiver. Transmitter, if I can dig it up over here, is on my strap. This is a Levy's 3-inch strap. Pretty easy to use. You just pop this little hatch open here, and I can't get it. There you go. Pop that hatch open there, sync it up, runs off AA batteries, pop it back, easy to go. Got it taped to my strap just so that it won't fall off. I've had it done that before on stage, and that sucks stopping to adjust your wireless system. And for every guitarist out there, strap locks. I know people that don't use them. You're fucking stupid if you don't. Get you some fucking strap locks. They're fucking $14, people. Come on. Tired of watching y'all's guitars fall on stage. So, that's pretty much my rig. Not a whole lot to it, but does the job. I like to keep it simple. And just to kind of show you around, we have our drummer's drum set. This is a Tama Rockstar Classic, I think. It's a 6-piece, full mounted tom, snare, kick, lots of cymbals. If you're wondering what the cloth and everything on the drums is for, this cuts down on volume. And two big things here. When we practice at low volume so that it doesn't damage your hearing. And number two, that you can hear everything, so it makes you tighter as a band and you hear your mistakes. So just a little trick we do to make our sound better. And then we have the guitarist rig. If you're on the ESP forums, you know him as Big Mesa. If you just know us, you know him as my brother Craig. See his rig here. He's got a Mesa power amp. This is a Simulcast 290, which stands for two separate 90 power amps, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have the Mesa Triaxis. This is the beast. Both of these are all two. They're not digital or solid state. The Triaxis has 99 different channels, as well as where a normal amp normally has 3 to 4 channels. So this one will eat your ass, basically. Then you have the rack mount equalizer. Then you have the Rocktron effects, and he has the same power conditioner and wireless system inside this shock mount heavy ass road case here. I think this whole thing weighs in about 150, 170 pounds. Cabinet, he runs one Mesa dual rectifier cabinet. This entire rig is phenomenal sounding. Pedal board, pretty simple. He's got his MIDI control to control both the amp and the effects. It's all programmed in together. A decimator that just cuts down his noise. Chord pitch black tuner just to help him tune, and a Morley wah so he can go wah wah on stage. And then that's just pretty much the band room. You have a punching bag. I highly recommend that for anybody who plays with musicians they like to beat the shit out of. You can take your frustration out on it, and we do that from time to time. So with that said, I hope all y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I had a day off, thought I'd just give y'all a tour of it. Y'all check us out, myspace.com, The Overdrive Band, and overdriveband.com. And we'll see y'all on the road soon. Later.